Welcome back to Catholic Bible Channel. Today I have a bit of a different offering for you. I picked up a set of books called 12 Tan Classics from Tan Publishing. Now, I am not familiar with all 12 of these works, but at least 5 or 6 I'm pretty familiar with, and I'd been wanting to read them, so I figured it was a good price at $95 for 12 books that I would dive in and see what they have to offer. Now, I bought in a few small books from Tan, but I'm going to do this unboxing with you here with how they shipped this set of 12 books. So as we could see, um, one second. So there's quite a bit of packaging in here, it seems. So even though there's a lot of space in the box, those books are well packaged in there. There is nothing to worry about here. Let's see how the books held up coming out of the package. So just kind of eyeballing them. They look pretty good. It's kind of a big box for these books, but at least they're very well protected. All right. And let's get this out of the way. And let's see what we have here. So one of the books is The Spiritual Combat and Treatises on Peace of Soul. I've never heard of Dom Lorenzo Scupoli, so that's one of the unknowns to me. The Spiritual Exercises of St. Ignatius. So I have heard of this, and I've actually read some of the spiritual exercises. I'm excited to look into this book. The Dark Night of a Soul. St. John of the Cross, I'm very familiar with the name. I've never read any of his work, so this is definitely one of the ones I'll put high on the list. True Devotion to Mary by St. Louis de Montfort. I've read some of St. Louis de Montfort, a great proponent of the Rosary. I'm excited for this work. The Story of a Soul. This is the main reason I actually got this set. My wife's been telling me to read this book for years now, so this will be first on the list. And then I'll see what I read second. I'm going to leave this one aside. The Dialogue of St. Catherine of Siena. If I'm not mistaken, I believe St. Catherine may have been one of the saints who got a preview of heaven, hell, and purgatory, but I could be mistaken on that. But I know that she is a doctor of the church, so I'm excited to read her work as well. The Imitation of Christ. Okay, so I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that this work, besides the Bible, is actually the most purchased Christian book ever made. Um, I've been meaning to read this book for some time, and there are a lot of versions out there, so I'm excited. I think this might be second on my list, but I'm really, really excited about that book as well. An Introduction to the Devout Life by St. Francis de Sales. I know Tan Books has a set on St. Francis de Sales, but the truth is I don't think I know much of his work or really what he is known for. So I'm very interested in this as well, but have no background on it as of yet. Abandonment to Divine Providence. Jean-Pierre the Caussade. I don't know who this is. I've actually never even heard of this book or this author, so that's a unknown to me. Saint Teresa of Avila, The Way to Perfection. I know that she is a doctor of the church. I don't know her work, but I'm excited to read her work as well. I've been meaning to look into Saint Teresa of Avila. The Interior Castle or the Mansions. Again, Saint Teresa of Avila, doctor of the church. And The Life of Saint Francis of Assisi by Saint Bonaventure. Um, I know some about Saint Francis of Assisi. The Franciscan comes from him, but this must be a biography about of him written by a fellow saint. That must be cool to have a saint write your biography because you're a saint. But there's at least 8 titles in here that I'm really excited to read. I'm going to start with The Story of a Soul. Now, with this as the exception, this will be my first read through. Um, have you guys heard of any of these books? Any recommendations from these 12 that I should read after The Story of a Soul? I'm really excited to get into this. I think I'll try to read one book per month and post it to the channel. But let me know what should be my second book because my wife is going to make me read this one first, which is fine. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you heard of 10 classics or 10 books? And if so, do you recommend any one of these? Please let me know in the comments down below. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Take care. God bless. Rejoice that Christ is Lord. Alleluia.